Imagine that each retirement services application had its own built-in AI virtual assistant, a human-like bot that could answer questions 24/7, allowing 401k participants, plan administrators, financial advisors, and ADP users achieve their goals. Through machine learning and ongoing training, it would become smarter and smarter over time. Sounds awesome, Jim. So the technology for developing chatbots is just now becoming widely available. My goal for this project was to evaluate some frameworks and choose one, and see how far we could get within the HackRS timeframe. The project was a great success. We accomplished a lot more than I originally even dreamed possible. So the case for chatbots is pretty compelling at this time. The idea does align with ADP's strategic initiatives in terms of increased ease of doing business with ADP. We'll reduce support calls, definitely, provide a much better client experience, easy site navigation, and it's a nice sales demo feature. So I called this the Ask Me Anything chatbot because the main thing it does is answer questions. It answers 401k questions for participants, for example, answers FAQs and provides definitions. What is a hardship withdrawal? It allows us to look up knowledge base articles in the case of the terminal velocity support application. And it provides friendly site search and navigation when the responses that the chatbot gives contain links to pages within the site. It serves as a de facto friendly search feature. So this is the project status at this time. The participant site demo is done. We seeded the knowledge base with 50 FAQs and definitions from the existing site and included some links to demonstrate that those can be used for friendly site search. The terminal velocity demo, which was my original goal for this entire project, is done. We seeded the terminal velocity knowledge base with 20 issues from our existing troubleshooting wiki. So this allows support people to use plain English to look up into our knowledge base of issues that we've come across before to help diagnose new issues that come in. A Q&A administration demo, I really wanted to emphasize this is the key to everything. This administration tool allows a business person to monitor the ongoing chat history and find questions that we're not answering well, questions that we're not answering at all. And it's an awesome tool for learning about our users because the users enter questions, we study the questions that they've entered, and of course we'll answer them, but it also informs us about what's on the user's mind, what are they asking for. Next, Plan Resource Center is done, but it's not integrated into the PRC. It's in a test harness. Same thing with Financial Advisor site. I did a mobile form factor demo, which shows the chat working within a mobile application. Semantic intent recognition is far beyond what I originally thought we were going to be able to do with this project, but the idea is that not only can we look up text based on text that the user put in, the question and answer feature is nice, but all it really does is understand text and look up text. But the semantic intent recognition actually understands what the participant is trying to do, and it maps it to actions that I've defined. So if the user wants to request a loan or change their contribution amount, it maps that to me no matter how the user worded it and brings it back to the developer and allows the developer to take action. In native language input, I have a demo of Chinese and Spanish even. People can answer the questions in their own language, theoretically. And there's some more advanced features that are still in the proof of concept phase. We only have 5 minutes, so I couldn't demo any screenshots during the verbal part of the presentation. For those, you'll have to come back to our table. But I did want to point out a couple of highlights because the language understanding module was so awesome that it understood things even outside of the 401k domain, and I still don't know how it worked, but well, let me show you an example. Look at this. For example, I asked it, who is awesome? And look what it said at the bottom. It said Steve Little is awesome. How did it know? How did it know that? So that was just the tip of the iceberg. I then asked it, who is more awesome? And look what it said. Amazing. How did it know? So the end. I just wanted to plant a seed with this project. Like I said, there are several different technologies available. This was one implementation. I think if we take this any further, the next step would be to evaluate what technologies are out there. There's different pros and cons in terms of costs and features. I want to take this opportunity to thank my terminal velocity team because it really did take a village. They were awesome in how they gathered together to get the terminal velocity knowledge base populated with our support issues and helping me refine the application and the presentation. It's been a really gratifying experience. And I wanted to thank Michael for HackRS. It's been an awesome opportunity, I think, for presenters and a win-win for everybody, and most importantly, a lot of fun. Thanks, Michael.